The washing machine? This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those round washing machines. Stands on a couple of legs. It's open topped. There's a faucet nearby hooked to it with a hose. You would fill it up, and then you would work a crank on the side that would agitate the clothing, and then there's a thing sticking up the side with rollers on it that you would then put the clothing through the rollers in order to get the most of the water out, and then probably, and you can see there are laundry pins on these ropes that he probably hangs up his laundry down here, at least in the winter, to dry out.
Okay. I'm gonna peer inside the washing machine.
It is. You get a whiff of that rotten smell again. There's no water in there, but there's this rotten smell.
Is it like a non-normal washing machine rotten smell?
Yeah. It's like
sometimes
something.
They do get smelly.
Right. It's not like that kind of blah smell. It's more like something's dead.
Okay. What's that other circle over there?
There's a little tiny grate. It's about 3 inches in diameter.
Alright, let's look into that.
Okay.
I think I have a flashlight in my purse.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think you do. I think your character has been carrying one. Let's see if I read anything about this. Yeah, it's a little grate. It's only 3 inches. It looks, you click your flashlight on and shine it down into the grate. You can kind of hear, it sounds like running water down there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And
it looks like the pipe goes as far as you can see. Maybe, you can see maybe 5 or 6 inches. You know how when you try to look down something that near with a flashlight, it's like you can't see anything? And it goes black after that.
Is there anything I can like pick up, like a bric-a-brac or something, and drop down there?
No, the grate appears to be set into the concrete.
Uh-huh.
And it's got pretty small little slits. You might be able to drop a coin down there or something.
Yeah, okay.
But nothing that's in like those boxes. You have you got some pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters in your pocket if you want, or in your purse.
Throw a penny down there.
Okay, you drop it and you don't hear it hit anything.
Okay.
I mean, there could be water down there. There could be
make
mud or
it
detritus.
echo up.
Yeah, if it had hit something solid, you would have heard it. You think?
Okay.
But it apparently didn't.
Okay. And there's like no way to unscrew the grate. It's just.
It looks like it's set into the concrete.
Okay.
You might be able to get like a crowbar and break it out. Okay, but it's only like this big around.
Right. Okay. So it's
So
like
you're
a
leaning over the
drain,
grate and you're
basically.
like, yeah, it's a drain. It's just a little drain.
Like, if someone killed somebody and wanted to hose down the room.
Well, yeah, that's a possibility.
Well, like.
Yeah,
That's
all the
nice.
water. You would guess all the water would go there.
All right. That makes this room extremely incriminating. Like, I mean, that makes his story sound. The story about the policeman killing his wife sound very plausible.
You hear there's a creak from upstairs as if somebody's moving around in the house.
Upstairs.
Yes.
And I know that other guy can't get in because he doesn't have his key.
Did you lock the front door when you came
No,
in?
I did not.
Dun dun. Who the heck are you texting me? Oh, okay. All right.
All right. I guess I'm
You didn't hear the front door open or anything. Okay. You go back upstairs. You look around. Do you want to look around the entire ground floor? I mean, like peek into rooms and that kind of thing.
Sure.
Okay. Well, then you don't have to. You can
No,
do it if you
yeah,
want.
sure.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be anybody in the house. The front door is still unlocked.
All right. I am going to unload the shotgun
Okay. Yeah.
and.
Mhm. The rest of the shells are in your purse. So.
All right. I'm keeping the shells, but I'm going to replace the shotgun back on the mantle.
Okay.
And then, oh gosh, that's where they are.
Yeah. Well, that's where they are on the toy.
Um.
That thing actually shoots them.
And then I'm gonna get out of there
Okay.
and lock the door.
Okay. You do so.
And go back home and.
Oh, do me another spot hit.
Okay.
Hooray. As you climb into your car, 50 out of.
29.
Okay. You climb back into your car without a backwards glance.
Okay.
And drive away. Vroom.
There's something in the car, isn't there?
I don't know. Where are you
Look
driving?
at the back seat.
Okay, paranoid. You stop the car, peer into the back.
Nothing
Looks
there.
empty. Do you want to climb down on the floor and look under the seats too?
Is the
You
car
don't think
that
that
big?
those were big cars.
Okay.
You don't think that somebody could hide underneath? Well, a normal sized person couldn't hide under the seats.
Okay, I'm gonna like get down and look under.
Okay, no, there's nothing there.
Nothing.
No.
All right. Actually, instead of going home,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the archives.
Which archives?
The newspaper
Okay.
archives.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah.
That line, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
in
The
Providence.
Providence Journal. You can go there.
Sure, and I'm gonna ask them about this whole like dude killing his wife thing. The policeman
okay.
Killing his wife. What?
I know. I'm trying to think here.
For
Do me a
research.
credit rating roll. There's not many people here. It's a Sunday. They do have a staff because they do put out a paper on Sunday. It's a weekly. I mean, it's a daily paper. But make me a credit rating roll. This is basically to tell whether or not there's somebody there who can help you with this now, or if they're
Alright.
going to ask you to come back
So
on
I
Monday.
made it.
You did make it? Okay.
65.
Nice. Credit rating doesn't go up and down. You don't put a check by it. It only goes up and down if you actually increase your standing.
Okay.
There's a young man who's actually manning the front desk of the Providence Journal. He looks very busy. But when you ask him about the murder, he's like, "Oh, you didn't hear about that? It was about 2 years ago. It was a couple years back. It was back in '23. Yeah. There was a. You talk about the cop over in Elmhurst? Yeah, you were in the Elmhurst neighborhood. Yeah, we ran an article. It was in, I don't know what time or what year it was. It was 2 years ago. Yeah, he killed his wife, I guess, and we managed to get the information. We weren't supposed to. He seems real cocky about that.
Right.
And claimed that something had dragged her out of the bed to the basement. But I don't remember all the details.
Do you have a copy, maybe, or?
Well, I'll tell you what. I can let you look in the morgue and you can do some research. If you want to come back tomorrow, or the next day, somebody could help you. But if you want to go back there and just look yourself, yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so make me. You know it's 1923.
Right.
So that's going to give you a bonus. Make me a library use check and tell me what you make it by, or if you failed, how much you fail it by.
All right. 51 out of 65.
Oh, you made it. Put a check. Yeah, you find the article pretty easily. It is from July of 1923. There you go.
Awesome. Sounds like Corpse Bride.
What?
Did you ever?
The Corpse Bride?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I've
watched
seen that. It's been a while though.
That's yeah. They start out that one. So take that. Massacre House. God. Sounds like American Horror Story. Murder House.
The murder. I've used that term before for Murder House. I was trying to think of something original for this. You okay down there?
copy? Do I take this with me or?
Yeah. They'll sell you a copy. It costs like a nickel.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go back home for a minute.
Okay. Now you've also got other dates there too, and there might be other newspaper articles. Keep that in mind. You go home. You head home. It's probably about dinner time by then. You're not really that hungry. You probably explored the house for about an hour. It took you about another hour at the paper. So by the time you get home, it's around 6:30.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna just like go to sleep now.
Okay, ring, 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 ring.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, Miss Holland.
Right?
It's Mr. North.
Yes, Mr. North.
I just wanted you to give you the hotel that I'm staying at, and yeah, and he tells you the name of a hotel over on that side of town.
Okay.
And says if you call West Side 114 or whatever, then and ask for me, then they can give it to me. And I want to thank you again. Thank you so much for helping me out.
All right. Yeah. If I find anything, I will let you know.
Great. If you need any help or anything, just let me know. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And then he hangs up. Goodbye. Click. Okay. So, anything else you want to do that day?
Probably not.
Okay. Okay. Good luck. I know, though. What are you doing, little dog? Oh, I gotta turn the heat down. Okay. Darn it, stupid video. Good girl, Bailey. Oh, done by October 10th. So, will Mary Jane Holland find out what's happening in the creepy massacre house? Dun dun dun. Or will she be driven mad by the horrors within? Let's find out together. Okay, Jacob North. Tour. Hello, YouTube. Cut this one short. Well, she's about done. A police officer is suspected of murdering his wife, Mary Everton, in the infamous massacre house on Academy Avenue. Police were called to the residence at 430 Academy Avenue at 11:50 p.m. Friday by Officer Clint Everton of the Providence Police. They found Everton hysterical in a cellar covered in blood. According to sources in the Providence Police Department, Everton claims that a shadowy figure, whom his wife had allegedly been seeing in the house since 1918, dragged the woman from her bed down into the basement. By the time Everton could arrive, he claims, she was gone and the basement was a bloody mess. All the basement windows were locked. Neighbors claimed they heard nothing until Everton started screaming around midnight. Police arrived soon after. Police have taken Everton into custody under suspicion of murder. Everton will undergo psychiatric evaluation and testing. He's a veteran of the Great War. This is not the first time strange incidents have happened in the so-called massacre house. In 1911, Alexander and Teresa Scott were committed to Butler Hospital, both of them hopelessly insane, after living in the house for 2 years and losing 8 children to the place through death and disease. In 1902, 2 women who lived in the house were committed to Butler Hospital after the house was found ransacked, and the women in terrible shock in their bedrooms. Both women reportedly died in 1904. In 1897, Elijah Whittle died in the home of mysterious circumstances. His wife and son were killed by his own daughter in 1895, and Whittle was severely injured. His daughter committed suicide soon after. Family squatters died mysteriously in the house in 1882. The house was originally built in 1869 by Patrick Clayton, who lived on the property by himself. On his death in 1875, over 40 bodies were found in the basement, apparently his victims. That earned the place the title Massacre House. So that's the first handout. Handout 1. Murder most foul. Police officer suspected. Massacre house claims new victim. And we move on to October 26th. Boom, 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 boom. I apologize for the first couple videos getting messed up. I think my webcam's going. That's a shame. Jacob North. Dun dun dun. So Monday. Oh, you know what? I need you to make a sanity check. This is for reading the book because you would have been done with the book by October 10th.
October 10th?
Yes.
A what spotting? A what?
A sanity check.
Okay.
'Cause this is for the book reading. I totally forgot about this. Did you make it?
90.
90. All right.
No.
You want to roll it yourself or do you want me to roll it for you?
I forgot.
It's a D6 if you failed.
Okay.
You want to roll low. 4 points. So mark off 4 points of sanity. Okay. You get plus 4% in your Cthulhu Mythos from reading this book, though. So raise that up by 4.
Alright.
And basically,
Forever. I get it forever.
yeah, that's gonna keep going up as you read more books and stuff.
Okay.
This was the book that you found the plate of Douglas Timmons.
Yeah.
It's the one that you borrowed from Mrs. Timmons, and you never gave it back. Just FYI.
Okay.
So, what do you do on Monday?
I want to visit this Butler Hospital.
Okay. Who are you trying to visit there?
Alexander and Teresa Scott.
Okay, they are still committed to Butler Hospital. They haven't had any visitors in years. You find out from the nurse. Butler Hospital is a sanitarium. It's an insane asylum. The doctor is fine with someone visiting them. He tells you that Mrs. Scott has not spoken a word since the last of her children died in 19... Let's see.
Mrs. Scott.
This is Mrs. Scott, yes. Since, what year did she come in? Since 1911.
Right.
Mr. Scott has to be kept restrained due to his violent tendencies. They are separated.
Okay, I want to talk.
You get
to
asked,
sisters.
why you want to see him and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I've been doing some research, opening up an old case. They don't know who I am today. Okay. Opening up an old case, and I want to get a quote from either.
The doctor's fine with that. He doesn't seem to care too much. He will let you in to see Mr. Scott. He's kept restrained. He's got a straitjacket on. He has a beard and mustache. He's a big man.
Okay.
There are 2 attendants who go in there with you, as well as the doctor. They're also big men. The doctor says, Mr. Scott, there's someone here to see you, and Mr. Scott's eyes are just like crazy eyes. What? What do you want? Who are you?
Mr. Scott,
Oh,
I'm
he's Irish, isn't he?
Mary Jane Holland. I'm here to ask you a few questions.
What do you want? What do you want? He's very agitated, but the orderlies are basically keeping him from touching you. You know what I mean? And he's got a straitjacket on, so they're holding him down while you're talking to him.
Okay.
And the doctor's also there.
What happened in the house at 430 Academy Avenue?
My house. She's in my house. The woman with the dead eyes and the coarse skin. We couldn't leave. We weren't allowed to leave. We couldn't leave. We weren't allowed to leave.
Long black hair?
Ah! He just like screams in your face. She kept us there. She kept the children. The children are still there. They're all there. And he's just kind of ranting and raving now.
Right, okay. So, do you think I could get anything more out of this guy?
You try for a little while. He's completely nuts. He screams at you a lot. He does a lot of ranting, and basically what you get is the woman. She had dead eyes. She had coarse skin.
What is coarse skin?
Coarse would be like rough skin, real rough skin, like an old woman's skin, or yeah. But he says coarse. The other thing you do learn is that the children were terrified of the basement. They were scared to death to go to the basement.
Okay.
And then the doctor takes you out of there while the orderlies try to get him settled down.
Do you mind if I
do you
talk
want
to his wife?
Of course. I don't think you're going to get much out of her, is what he tells you.
Okay.
She is sitting in one of the wards. You know, there's a lot of crazy people in here, but apparently they're probably pretty harmless. They wander around in the day. Some of them. She's just sitting in the corner, just staring straight ahead.
Do the doctors follow me too?
The doctor comes with you. He's going to be kind of in the general vicinity. If you would like some privacy, you can ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll step away. He's going to stay within where he can see what's going on.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah. And she's like staring straight ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her name's Teresa?
Teresa?
Yeah, you can remember that.
Mrs. Scott, can you tell me what happened at 430 Academy Avenue when you lived there?
She doesn't respond at all. She just stares.
Okay. I know it's difficult for you to talk about, but I feel like I might know who killed your children.
There's no response.
Okay. I can't use my persuade.
You could try, but she looks pretty catatonic.
Okay. Alright, then I want to go visit.
Okay. As you turn to leave,
yeah.
She goes, "They heard something under the floor. They heard something under the floor. They heard something under the floor."
Okay.
She just keeps whispering that.
I walk away.
Okay. The doctor, he's heading over. As you stopped, and then you were listening, and then started walking. The doctor's coming over really fast.
Okay.
He's like, "My God, that's the first thing she said in 10 more years," and he's immediately trying to deal with this woman.
Right.
You could probably see yourself out,
Okay.
or talk to a nurse or whatever.
Visit another person.
Okay.
Wait, isn't there one? Yeah, the two women. Who are they? The Butler Hospital. The two women who were committed.
Does it have a name?
1902. No name was given in my article, but
Okay.
they lived in 430.
You ask one of the nurses. She says we'll have to have names, ma'am.
Okay.
We don't really keep track of people by their
It's
address.
Monday, right?
It is Monday, yes. I mean, it's
Alright.
still Monday morning.
I'm gonna drive back over to the newspaper
Okay.
and try to search for that article.
Okay. So you're looking for a 1902 article? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Make me another library use check. You're gonna get another bonus on it because you have got. Who are you texting to?
Oh, John.
Tell him to leave you alone. You're playing a game.
Saying something.
That's fine. It's not my business. Just say, "John, I'll talk to you soon."
Okay.
Make me another library use roll. Tell me if you miss it. Tell me how much you miss it by, because you're getting a bonus. You know the year, and it's going to narrow it down. This will also not take as long as a normal roll would take.
100.
01?
Yes.
Okay, wow, you critted that. You find that the third newspaper you look in, you find this article from September 23rd, 1902. Whoops.
Okay. More madness in Massacre House.
her quote
They
friend.
were lesbians, totally. Probably.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I mean, they keep using quotes, so
Mm-hmm. Yes.
it's hard not
That's
to
your best
think
guess,
that.
that these ladies were some lesbians. Even in the 20s, that was looked down upon.
Yeah.
Homosexuality was thought of as a mental disease by quite a few people back then.
The family of 6, is that like the squatters?
You don't know. You could check with the other one. I think there's quite a
Yeah,
bit of dates
it's the
that are
same.
given. Okay.
What are squatters? Like,
Squatters are people who have moved into a house that don't have ownership of the property.
But would there be a family in it? I guess. Alright, so I guess I'll go back to the Butler Hospital
Okay.
and ask for Linda McConnell.
Okay. They check their records. The nurse says that Linda McConnell died in 1904.
Okay. What about Gloria Littlefield?
Another check finds that she also died in 1904.
Wait.
You okay?
Yeah. What did they die of?
The records merely indicate that that they expired.
Alright. You think there would be like an obit on them or something?
Could be.
Alright, let's go back to the
Okay.
paper.
Give me another. Well, actually, you have the. Well, no, you have the 1904. Go ahead and make me another libraries check. Good lord, you just dice are on fire tonight. You find obits for both of them. I don't have any physical copies of those. The listing just says for pretty much each of them that they died of heart attack.
Okay. Sounds like somebody's been scared to death.
Could be.
That's what it sounds like. Okay. Let's try and find an article on this family of squatters.
Okay. Make me a roll. Again, you know the actual date year you're looking for, so it's gonna make it easier.
19.
19. Good lord. Yeah, you don't have to recheck it. I think you've checked it once, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you only need one check per
One
session.
check? Okay.
There's the article about the family of squatters. That's handout 6, right?
Yes.
From 1882. Come on, head in the game, girl.
Alright. Let's look for something on Clayton.
Okay, make me a roll. Sorry, lots of props. I like
Dang
lots
it.
of props. How much did you miss it by?
87 out of 65.
Good enough. You know the exact year you're looking, and you're gonna probably keep looking until you find it. So it took longer. That's all.
Okay.